United States was founded on the ideal of a work ethic. Back when Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, George Washington were putting this country together, it was built on the foundation of a national work ethic. Nowadays, we seem to be benefiting and praising and awarding those that don't want to work. I know that sounds like maybe I'm just blowing smoke, but you might want to check out any Congress website. You're looking at the Senate now, who just voted yesterday for another 13 months of unemployment coverage. Sure, I know it sounds bad to say, oh man, these poor people that aren't going to have a job, they don't have a job. Now we're not going to pay them anything in unemployment. They've been on it for 2 years. You know, the ones that were going to have it expire in December, and that's what Obama was doing the tear-filled bit for us, saying, feel bad because they're not going to make any money in unemployment benefits anymore, you know, because they've hit that 99th week. Well, I'm tired of paying their bills. How about you? I'm tired of using my money, my time, my sweat, my blood, and people around me working so other people can utilize the system to benefit themselves. This country working as a team and working as an American group, as we were 200 years ago, will work properly if we are all willing to do our part. Not, let's just pay for everybody else that doesn't want to work. You wind up with people that are working, eventually, primarily, to pay for somebody else that's not. Is that fair? Is that balanced? Is that even immoral? Let's talk about what this 13-month extension means. First off, it was only a bartering tool. The Republicans wanted the Bush tax cuts to stay alive. Great. I agree with them. The Democratic side wanted these months of unemployment benefits extended. So instead of actually fighting out each issue as a separate issue, they put them together in one lump sum, in one little bill, and pushed it through during this lame duck session, hoping to get everything passed. Both sides came out happy because what they wanted came out in the end. These are two totally different subjects. There's the tax cuts, and there's the tens of millions, of people in this country that are unemployed. A vast percentage of them that don't want to work because they're making just as much money, sometimes more money, by sitting at home doing nothing. Not benefiting you, not benefiting me, not benefiting themselves. They're literally rotting the core of the American dream. I wrote an article before on entitlement. We can source that one as well. But the main thing we need to hit here is we do not need people sitting at home, doing nothing, soaking in a paycheck every week for 3 years. That's an era. That's when your child goes from birth to talking on, and next year on to preschool in 3 years, do you need that much time to find a job? I tell you what we did today. I text, called, and emailed dozens of my friends all over the country, asking them to find one sign in their hometown that says now hiring in front of a building. This is just to further illustrate how many people don't want to work and want to make money off of you, and we're telling them it's okay. I mean, isn't that what it says when President Obama comes out and says, oh, you ought to feel bad for not doing this because these people aren't going to make an unemployment check next week if we don't give them another year of free money. What these illustrations are is people all over the country that have sent me pictures within hours. My inbox was filling up like crazy of pictures of now hiring signs all over this country. If I can find that many job opportunities in 20 minutes, well, kind of a rhetorical question coming, don't you think? A little bit of common sense, rhetorical question. Why don't they go out and find a job? I personally don't want to pay any more for anybody that's not willing to work themselves. It's the old proverb that if you teach a man to fish, he'll be able to feed his family his whole life. Same kind of thing. You just pay somebody not to work. Heck, why don't we stay at home and not work? That sounds like a good plan. I don't know. What about you? Wouldn't you like to send everybody on a Sunday afternoon when they're like, oh, the football game's on, tomorrow I have to go back to work? They think, man, wouldn't it be cool if I didn't have to work and I still made money? Sure, it would be cool. Sure, it would be neat for a minute till you realize that the foundation of this country is an economy that winds up going in the tank because nobody's working. It's a very fundamental issue, and it's a very obvious issue. But we now have, what is it, last numbers I checked, 41 million people on the government docket for money. There's something very wrong with that. We need to get back to the idea that a national work ethic and the drive to succeed is something to be cherished. There's absolutely no reason that if you do well, say you run your own business, you do better than your competition and your competitors, hey, why shouldn't you be able to make a truckload of money? I don't think you should be able to make even a little bitty truckload of money if you're sitting at the house not doing anything. 13 months, an entire tax year plus some, on top of the 2 years that they were already receiving benefits. An extension of that time. How many, I don't even want to try the numbers, how many billions of dollars do you think that is? Write in a comment. Tell me how many billions of dollars you think that might be. And we'll see halfway through the year where we might be in a national deficit because of plans like this. Remember all those sound bites recently of President Obama coming on saying, America, we need to get back to work? Doesn't really add up when he's telling you not to go back to work by telling you he's going to pay you to not go back to work. 13 months of extensions. Let's see how many billions of dollars.